Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 with Waking the Tiger DLC. My name is Sabouts, and I'm joined again by Commissar Roach.
Hello.
And we are continuing our aiding on the in Hungarian-Austrian War, I guess.
Yeah, the Pact of Rome versus Allies War, whatever it is. But we also have a national focus before we unpause to pick from.
Yes. Oh, we did get the Central Powers, which we'll want to mess with that a little bit. But
we could rekindle Imperial sentiment, which gains national spirit, rekindle Imperial sentiment for the Austrians, Hungarians, and Czechoslovakians, which will increase their alignment towards unaligned. When unaligned support is high enough, it enables decision for these nations to reform the Austro-Hungarian Empire and join the Central Powers.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. Like,
we could go with Pride of the Modern Germany, because they're still at a war, so we don't want to destabilize them right now.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we should hold off until after that kind of pans out a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, so maybe Pride of Modern Germany.
Yeah, I like that. We're already working on naval dockyards anyway, so this will only
make it even better.
Yeah, aid in our effort to make an amazing German fleet.
Something that the British will be afraid of.
Yes, they will. They will be very afraid. They will fear our German
us.
Fleet. Those Italian volunteers have not showed up yet. They're going to have those UK forces crushed before we even get there.
Well, then we could just send them up to the Hungarian front.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a huge like Panzer division.
Essentially, we've just transplanted First Panzer Army to this war, just they're upon separate commands though. It's like for logistical reasons or for legal reasons.
I love it. I love it. I mean, it's almost like we're in the war, but we're not.
Yeah. It's just like the volunteers for the Spanish Civil War.
Yeah. And we're driving them out of this province. There we go.
Yep. We'll have... Okay, there's the volunteers down there. I'm going to have them get on a line against the British line there. And have them go on the offensive against those guys. That'll be 4 divisions to aid, which will actually be the only air armor divisions down there, by the looks of it. Or no, there's a couple of Italian armor divisions, but only 1 or 2. So that's a good amount there. And those are superior German armor.
Yeah, the UK is not going to know what hit it.
Because I think they're still using, at this point, it's 1940, what? Matildas, Crusaders, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, nothing that compares to what Germany's using.
Well, I mean, we're using Panzer IIIs. It's not...
Yeah.
Or actually, no, we went over to Panzer IVs, didn't we? No, we're on Panzer IIs. We're still on Panzer IIs.
Yeah, we're still on Panzer IIs. Yeah.
We need to research new tanks.
Yeah, it's probably time to get some better tanks. We're only 14 days out from finishing Logistics Company 2, so maybe we'll shift gears to some better armor. All right. Can we push that one province again, or no?
The one that's the one that I was trying to push before.
Yeah, it's got a lot of attrition too.
36%.
I'm gonna head.
Right now we're dealing with a counterattack though by a good number of Czechs that are pushing down in here, and we're having a hard time defending. So if you can get over here, that would help a lot. We got
I'm
2
actually
days.
Right there.
There we go. That might help a lot.
That should turn it, and we've got some Italian forces coming in to back us up.
Yeah, I've got the Italian volunteers making their pushes, or trying to at least. There's a lot of British down here.
I'm glad that up here that whenever we take a province, the Hungary jumps right in there and kind of fills it. You know, they kind of fill that pocket in the Italian forces up here.
Okay, we have a let our guys kind of regen their morale, and then we'll make the attack.
All right.
Hopefully we can break it. If we can break it, that's all those divisions to the east are just they're just out of supply. Reduce that, and then push into the heartland in this open territory here.
Yeah, nice open field. So this is just going to be the hardest one to take for us right here.
Yeah, because mountains with 2 forts in it, but they're highly damaged. So I'm thinking now.
All right. They're going to try to reinforce that, but we...
But the Italians are holding them off on the flanks. They're doing counterattacks on the sides. It's going to be back and forth. But the more we attack them, and the more we damage the defensive structures, the better off we're going to be.
Yes, big time.
It also doesn't help that the Allies are sending all their air power in here.
Yeah, the Italians don't really have any air power.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Not compared to the Allies. Come on, it's 2 divisions. It's 2 divisions that are really shit morale. They're dug in. How long until we get to the next research done? 3 days. Okay. Definitely gotta go for new armor, because if you look at the battle and click on it, 49th Czechoslovakian Division, it's got that little symbol underneath that symbol. It can pierce 2 of 2 armored divisions, enemy armored divisions.
Oh.
So they have something in them that can defeat our Panzer divisions. Our Panzers don't have enough armor. Alright, this looks like we're going to have to abandon this attack. We're just losing things at this point.
Fall back and regroup.
Okay.
Company, time to look at some armor.
We're behind by about a year, so we're behind a year of the armor trend. So, Panzer 3s.
Yep.
Start speccing into medium armor. And we have some free dockyards. God damn.
Bless you. All right, let's go ahead and throw those dockyards on. How many do we got?
1.
1. Do we want to get a battleship queued up and then start throwing dockyards at it?
I was thinking heavy cruisers first.
Oh yes, heavy cruisers. For sure.
Pick up Hipper class? Yeah, Hipper class. Well, with 1 dockyard, it'll be done in about 4 years. So yeah, we'll put more on there.
UK re-landed.
That's fine. Every time they get pushed out from a landing zone, they lose troops. It's better off with them, landing and then losing and landing and losing every time.
Yeah.
With our 4 divisions here, the Italians can, focus more and more on taking on that northern pocket instead of, splitting between the 2 pockets.
Yep.
I'm thinking, instead of this one that we're trying to take here, what about the one directly north with only 2 divisions in it?
Yeah, I see that one. We could do that one.
Why don't we do
How's the
now?
defenses there?
About the same, but they've got less infantry in there.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, I'm attacking.
Alright. It's those forts. Those forts are tough to crack.
Doesn't help that we don't have air superiority.
No, it makes it a lot harder.
What can we do to modify our current divisions I'm looking at? If we try and modify Panzer divisions... Let's put a logistics company in there for 1. And
got 10 more unassigned divisions too.
Maintenance on them. Light tank. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm going to modify the Panzer Division a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to add in a battalion apiece of... Oh, Trotsky survives assassination attempt. So that's something that happened. That's ahistorical.
Huh.
Didn't get an ice pick through the head in Mexico anymore.
Oh, well.
Yeah, didn't get Trotsky'd. So I'm going to add a battalion apiece of motorized infantry and light tank battalions, so one apiece for the Panzer divisions to buff them up a bit. And I'm also adding a logistics company and a maintenance company on top of those to help support them. I think that'll really help the armored Panzer divisions be a bit better.
Okay.
So I'm doing that. And then for the motorized division, thinking of putting in a logistics company to make them a little bit don't use as much supply. So I'm gonna add those guys in. So that should be fine. I checked. We have, yeah, we're a little bit low on motorized, but we should be all right. We could. It makes our divisions a lot better. But I think it's time we kind of hold off the attack. We are not doing a lot. They keep reinforcing before we can make the proper attack.
That's that tail's gonna be tough to crack.
Thinking maybe I'm gonna redeploy to the left. I'm gonna see if they're a bit more open in this plains area because we're tanks. Maybe we can make a big push in these like these forests or this hill area.
Yeah, makes sense. And then we could just kind of, even if that
around.
tail stays there, we could just, we could let the Italians keep beating up on that, and we could just make them pay,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Well, Sicily's finally had a landing on it.
Oh, yep.
What do we got here? We got 3 divisions in this factory/forest area. We got 2 divisions just north of that in an area that's, as far as I can tell, is just hills.
Yeah, I don't see anything else there.
If we blow past that and we see an open spot on the line, like on the German border or one of those mountains with the fortresses, we could probably cut them off. That's a canned thing they just did for a focus. It's nothing big.
Let's let's push for that Hills province there.
So there's 2 divisions there by themselves. Try and push them out. All right. We're making headway-ish. It's back and forth a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely back and forth.
They're dug in, which is the big problem. Okay. Direct ground support's done. I'm thinking of maybe we should go back to engineering and pick up the next level of computing machine. Increase our research time by plus 5%.
Yeah, let's take that. Yep.
Okay. Soviet Union is justifying a war against us, by the way. Doesn't mean they'll take it, but it means they're getting claims.
Yeah.
If we can wear down these 2 divisions on this hill, we can kind of loop around, push in further, get into this these mountains to the north of them, if they're ungarrisoned, and cut off the tail that way. I'd also really love to see the Austrians make a push.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
know.
another Chinese force joined the Chinese alliance.
The Austrians aren't really... They're just kind of playing defense right now.
Which sucks, because it would be great if they didn't. If they did a push there, that would alleviate the tension on the Hungarian border. Which would give the Hungarians and us a chance of pushing on through.
Exactly. Because right now it feels like we're just fighting down here and Austria is just playing defense. They're not even really doing anything.
We might lose one division of motorized.
We're starting to win.
I mean, we might lose it down south in the pocket area.
Oh.
They came around behind and they cut off this unit.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, try and make a push to reconnect those, I guess.
There's so many British here, though. It's difficult.
We've almost got this area up here, though. They are losing it. Oh, there they go. We got it.
Okay, they're counterattacking, but we should be able to hold the counterattack. I'm gonna take control of one of your motorized divisions that was left behind and sweep them directly up north immediately to try and take that ungarrisoned territory.
Yep. Oh, they're trying to get there in time.
I'll leave the tanks down here and the motorized I'm going to send up to those mountains. Come on, get there, get there. I want 2 deep. A 2 deep cut. Yes!
Yes, nice.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be big.
Yes, it is. Okay.
That's going to hurt. That's going to
support
hurt.
Equipment. I'm thinking of looking down and maybe picking up special forces on the infantry tab.
Let me take a look here.
Either that or picking up just infantry equipment too.
We can do special forces. Let's do some special forces.
All right.
So cutting that tail off. Do they have supply down there still, though? They got the forts.
No, they don't. You can already see them taking attrition.
Look like they're getting kind of panicky.
Yeah, they're trying to break out.
You see all the forces coming up onto that front line now to try to re-break through?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting panicky. But we just got to play defense now.
I'm going to try and keep expanding it. I'm using this purple division of yours. I'm going to push on that one province we couldn't take before. I'm going to attack this side. See about breaking through this side.
Yeah, they're starting to break out a little bit down there, I see, but it's not going to do them any good.
They don't have any supply back to their main capital, so it's going to hurt them in the long run.
It looks like you're going to take that one there. We want to get that. We want to get this cutoff as deep as we can, really.
Yeah.
Really be nice if the Italian forces kind of worked with us here.
They're trying to hold open the gap in the bottom that we've left because they're counterattacking down that way. Looks like the Austrians are making a push, or at least in some areas.
They're starting to. The Austrians are pushing north. I think Czechoslovakia abandoned a lot of that front line because they panicked when we cut off their south forces. So they started sending a ton of units down there. As you see, Austria is starting to push now. So this is like the big turning point. You know, it's kind of a make or break.
Yeah, I'm trying to break this force here.
It's close. They're suffering attrition. You're definitely winning.
Our tactics are better. They're on a delay tactic, but we're using shock, which breaks that one. So they're losing their morale, but only slowly. I wish I could break it quicker. Yeah, the Austrians are making a push right along that border. It was open, so they're pushing along the border, taking all those forts.
Yeah. Now Czechoslovakia is trying to bring forces up there to
this is the breaking point. But they have no way of fixing this at this point, really. Unless they can reconnect the force, unless they can reconnect their borders together. But the Italians and everybody else just pushed so much things into that salient, or into this string going up north. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, which is really important for us. If they reconnect that, we could be in some trouble because they've made some pretty bold pushes. Yeah, in sort of a desperate panic to reconnect that. But I don't think that they're going to. Austria really hurt them. Making a run up that north too, because Austria's not going to lose that now. And they really could keep pushing. Oh, nope. Czechoslovakia just cut them. But that's all because Czechoslovakia moved their forces around. They shifted it around once we cut them off.
Okay. Well, none of these Czech forces have supplies in this tail that we're fighting. They're all out of supply, which is a negative 31% to their attack and defense.
They're starting to suffer. I'm seeing some attrition going up.
Need to start reducing them quicker.
If we take this tail, I mean, then it's just a straight push to the heartland, and there's a lot of forces that are on this tail that can be dedicated towards a very small front line.
Yeah. I'm making a push with the one infantry division, the motorized division that was separated in the south there. I'm trying to push along to get the port. That's the only thing supplying this pocket down here. If I can get that, then they lose all their supply, and we can hold that port in the south here, and then reduce all this thing in the boot.
Oh, good thinking.
Was I'm trying to do, because I mean they left it open, because they thought we were out of supply, but we're not. Making headway. I mean we're close to losing supply, but we've got enough to go for a little while longer. It's one of the reasons I put the logistics company in here.
Well, hopefully it turns into something.
Hey, the fall of Nanking. Capital of the Republic of China, Nanking has been occupied by forces from the Empire of Japan. Despite fierce resistance from the walled city's Chinese defenders, Japanese troops managed to capture the gate and fight their way into the city. Sporadic gunfire can still be heard, and several fires are raging in different parts of the city, but most surviving Chinese forces have either withdrawn or been captured. Along with the capture of Shanghai, this is a significant victory for Japan in their war against China.
Yeah, so if Japan's actually doing good.
If you look over to China, yeah, that second landing did a lot better than their first ones.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. They're pushed all the way up to that river too, and China's gonna have a hell of a time trying to push back across that river.
Yeah, actually, looking at their alliance, it's expanded a little bit. But it's still not that big. Okay. Oh, and let's unpause.
Pretty large French fleet I just caught.
Oh, and we just got that focus.
All right, Pride
of the
modern Germany.
Of the modern
that gave
Germany.
us more naval dockyards, which we can go ahead and dump on stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking instead of going down that tree a little bit more, we go over to the left one and we pick up the second civilian factory tree. The one that gives us 6 more civilian factories.
Yes.
Just to increase our production a little bit more. So I mean, I'm just gonna pick that one because I think it works out a lot. And I'm just gonna put down some of these dockyards. So we've got 2 more to go.
We've got, yeah, let's put them in.
Light
Do
cruiser,
we want to
heavy
start
cruiser?
Heavy. No. Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe, let's see.
One of both?
3. Yeah, one of both. Yeah. Good way to split it.
Okay, I'm also going to pick up some more resources because we're low on oil again. Just send in more from the U.S. And there we go. That means we're making
Nice.
almost 2 heavy cruisers a year, and we're making almost 3 light cruisers a year, plus 1.3 submarines a month, and 6.6 destroyers a year.
That's nice. That's good. The submarines, that's crazy. We're going to have a ton of submarines. It's going to be useful.
Yep.
And you almost had the shipyard, but I see they kind of ran in there and closed it off on you with French forces.
Yeah, we're probably going to lose that motorized division.
It's a bummer.
There's not much we can do with them.
Be nice if the Italian forces came over to help you.
Well, they're just getting pushed back so much there. They're defending what they can against the French and the other landing. Once we deal with Czechoslovakia, we'll be able to help them a lot better.
Oh, it'll be a ton of forces freed up. Which
The Hungarians
I see...
will be able to help a lot too, because they're not going to be defending their own land anymore. They'll be able to deploy.
And I see Austria took those 2 provinces up there with the forts on them. So I mean, there's no way that Czechoslovakia is going to reunite the tail now. It's over.
Yeah, it's at the minimum 2 deep, which is enough for us to counterattack and force them out if need be.
And look at the forces start slowly kind of caving in on that tail, and that's a lot of trapped forces.
Yep. Okay. We have these 10 spare.
Yeah, did we want to get another army up?
Well, what we wanted to do was put 8 into First Army.
Yep. Okay.
And this one over there as well. And there we go. We have the beginnings of another army, but there are only 2 divisions right now. But with this now, that means North Army, Prussian Guard, and First Army are all full. Okay, it's another Chinese warlord has joined the Chinese United Front against Japan. I'm going to put this dockyard into destroyers. So they're making almost 8 a year now.
Okay. Italy's starting to suffer now.
Yep, we lost that one motorized division in the south. So that's gone now.
It's a shame. I guess we should probably queue another one up to be built, to replace it.
We're at a pretty big deficit of motorized right now.
That's right, because we... Yeah, okay.
Same with light tanks.
We'll just have to hold off on those once we get some more. Once we get the Panzer IIIs up and running and we get some more military factories, we can kind of crank up the tank production.
Yeah, I'm going to put down some military factories as well. I'm going to start building a couple. Start putting them down in certain areas.
We're still looking at 99 days for the Panzer III.
Okay, that's a good number of military factories I just put down. That'll help a lot. Almost making 10 destroyers a year now.
There's really nothing left in that tail there. There's a lot of divisions. There's the morale, no supply, I mean, attrition, units being overrun. Oh, man.
Okay, so that's not what that did. Alright. How do I... I'm just thinking of how to recall our... Send air volunteers, no.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to recall our expeditionary force in Italy. Thinking about, okay, I'm just going to send them up to Austria and have them stay there, the Austrian border.
Okay.
Because we lost half of it, so I'm going to send both the armored companies out, or the armored divisions out, because I think the Pact of Rome is going to go. Even with all these free troops, because the tail of Czechoslovakia is gone, I don't think they're going to be able to push them back out.
No, I think the UK's got a foothold now. Although a lot of troops did get freed up. There they all go. They're marching down there to fight that UK blob going up.
Yeah, Yugoslavia. Former Yugoslavia, I guess I should say.
Former Yugoslavia, yeah. Man, it was a lot of forces that just got freed up, you know. I don't think it's going to help, though.
Neither do I. It's a possibility, though. It's always the possibility.
But we can at least deal with... Ooh. It's not good.
No, it isn't. Because they're justifying against us.
They have a pretty large army on the board there. You want me to send my army to reinforce that front line?
Yeah, that'd probably be good. Send the Prussian, or yeah, send the
North
spare
army
army we had. I'm going to start finagling some work with other nations. I'm going to start guaranteeing independence of Romania to increase their opinion of us, and also improving our relations with them.
It's a good idea. They border Russia, so it could be nice to have them on our side.
Same thing with Turkey.
Because I think Russia's definitely gearing up to go to war with us.
Yep. And improve relations with them as well. Who else could we bring in? Greece?
Greece would help. Bulgaria, maybe?
Bulgaria?
Or Bulgaria. Yeah, Bulgaria, not Bulgaria. Oh, who else? Who else? Finland?
Oh yeah, Finland. We did guarantee them and everything, so maybe we can bring them in. They do like us a bit, so I'll improve relations with them. Okay, we're improving a lot of relations currently. Alright, we're now making 1 destroyer a month.
Nice.
1 destroyer a month, and...
Where'd you put the other ones?
The other ones are putting them in the subs, so we are
nice.
2.4 subs a month.
All right, North Army is
On the
reinforcing the border, so.
Okay, but we are over time by a lot.
Oh, holy crap. Well, nice.
Extra
well, either way, that's all right. That's a good thing. And we're kind of watching the end of Italy for the most part.
Yeah, the French broke through on their line.
So we're going to watch Italy die.
They put up a good fight. It's been, what, a year and a half, 2 years?
I mean, they definitely inflicted massive casualties on the Allies regardless.
Yeah, if we check, what is the current wars? Losses for the Allies are 1.62 million.
Nice. So
the Pact of Rome is 1.84 million, so they've took more casualties.
Yeah, but we made Czechoslovakia pay, that's for sure. 768,000. We can at least get Czechoslovakia mopped up a little bit here before the war, before Italy collapses, because it'll be nice just not having an ally like that.
They'll probably become a thing again at the end of the war, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But, all right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Bye.